Purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN Live anytime, any place. And the new Shop and Search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
Who knew a little piece of plastic could be so much fun? Now when you apply for the HSN card, instantly get $10 off. It's all about you. Extra flex on the things you love. Now when you use your HSN card, you get extra flex on everything all month long, including jewelry, beauty, and fashion. Plus no interest VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Discover the newest way to create a style all your own. The HSN Style Edit, a curated look at the season's best, most original finds for every part of your life. We decode the trends, share tips and how-tos, and give you the inspiration you need to style it your way. It's the joy of the hunt and the thrill of the find. Your unique style is here. Discover it now, exclusively at hsn.com.
There's so many things to love about HSN, but one thing that makes shopping here fun is FlexPay. Get it home now without the stress of paying all at once. Why pay full purchase price today when you can pay over time? Buy what you want now, pay it off later with your credit or debit card. FlexPay. It's that easy. Exclusively at HSN.
Take it away, Lou Caputo. Lou is outside. He is watering the lawn. He's watering all of his plants and everything that he's already planted for, maybe it's some tomatoes, whatever Lou has planted, or maybe he's gonna be washing his car, maybe he's gonna be spraying off the dirt outside. He's going to get his garden hose. Lou, how many times have you gone to get your garden hose from last season and you realize that thing already has a hole in it, or it just kinks when you're trying to use it? A garden hose can be expensive. It's something we all need, but they fail us, don't they? Well, our best buy of the day is something that you're definitely gonna want to get home because it is truly gonna be one of the last hoses that you purchase. You are looking at a hose made of steel. It's a bionic steel hose that is, whether it's tied in knots, like you saw Lou had the hose tied in knots, the water keeps going. It's gonna be more efficient when you use your water. It's not gonna rust. It's gonna be resistant to the cold temperatures as well. And I tell you what, this thing is just incredibly durable. So let me show you what your three options are today on your best buy of the day. You have three different lengths, and I will tell you right now, in the 100 foot, you are down to 500 of you that can get that home. So not only are you getting that $80 100 foot hose, we are giving you the $14.95 7 spray pattern nozzle as your gift with your purchase. So if you want that one, oh, it's gonna sell out this hour. I just got the update from my producer. If you want that one, it's on Flex for $12 and change. If 75 foot is more the size that you need, you are also getting that let's just say $15 spray pattern nozzle. And that one will be $9 and change. And then last but not least, you have the 50 footer. If you need that one, you are also getting the spray nozzle. That's an HSN exclusive configuration. Never be in that situation where you're like, darn it, I just bought a hose last season and I'm headed back to the store to get another one, because this gives you the durability that you need to get the job done.
No, true story. This is what happens to people every year, is they're just running back and forth because their hose is worn out, because it burst, because they ran over it with something, somehow punctured it. With the bionic steel hose, that's not gonna happen. First of all, this hose is made of 304 stainless steel. Never gonna rust. You can leave this outside all year round, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, it doesn't matter. Now, this is maybe one of the most significant things about the hose. If I take a rubber hose, I can just pinch it together that easily, okay?
Right.
Very simple to do. I can stop the water with 2 fingers. With the bionic hose, I am squeezing that as hard as I can right now, and I cannot get that to kink.
And
so with
Lou's
the
a
bionic
strong
hose,
man.
yeah, and I'm a strong man. With the bionic hose, you can't kink it, you can't cut it, and you can't crush it. And I'm gonna show you all those aspects of it right now. Oh, and you're getting this, which is really cool.
That's an HSN exclusive configuration, and it is whether you are watering your flowers, whether you're saying, you know what, I'm going to wash my car in my driveway. I'm sick of paying $20 to have somebody else wash it. I'm going to spray all of the gunk off of the siding and the windows, everything that the winter has done to my home. You have the perfect
7 different sprays, no matter what you want, what flow you want out of that, you're going to get it. Hey, also, the hose you're buying today is actually an improved version of the one we had last year. Because if you notice, we've got the no-slip grip right here.
It's really comfortable.
Okay, it's really comfortable, nice comfort grip. Underneath this, we have new fittings beneath this as well that's going to also make the hose even more durable. And we've even increased the diameter of the hose slightly on this. So you're getting some extra little perks with this. Now, let's get into the torturing of the hose, because this is a big deal. Because when I say that you can't cut it, you can't crush it, you can't kink it, I'm going to show you all those things. First of all, I'm going to take this rubber hose, we're going to put it up here on top of this cinder block, and I'm going to take a saw, and I think we can all predict pretty much what's going to happen here. Just by going like that, we've cut a really nice hole in there. That's ruined. We're headed back to the home improvement store, okay? Take the bionic hose, put it in the same spot, okay? Take the same saw. Now watch this.
That's so nice.
And I'm pushing down on this. I am dragging hard on here, but look at that. You can't even tell where I was cutting on that with the bionic hose. So you don't need to worry about it. If you're dragging this around, you got fences in your backyard or metal posts or anything like that, barbed wire, it's not going to cut through this, okay?
What about if you use it to fill your swimming pool?
Oh, yeah.
So is that good?
Oh, it's good for swimming pools, pressure washers. I have a spa in my backyard. I've used it to fill that numerous times because I'm not very good at keeping the water balance. Anyway, you know,
do you turn it on and go to sleep like my husband does?
Exactly.
That's what he does.
And then the next day I've watered the lawn too.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything. Okay, now, if you have a house, maybe like down here in Florida, a lot of us have concrete homes, okay? So we end up dragging our hoses around the corner of the house, or maybe you've got a paver patio or a driveway. So what happens over time is as you're dragging that, as you can imagine, what do you think is going to wear out first, the concrete block or the hose? I'm going with the hose on this one, okay? So when I show you the bottom of this, you can see right there, there's the wear mark, okay? We're starting to take all the coating off of this, and over time, that's going to be the weak spot. That's what's going to burst on here, okay? Now, if I take the bionic hose and I do the same thing in that same spot, watch this. And what's funny about this is last night when I did this the first time, all of a sudden I started to notice little bits of concrete were being shaved off of the cinder block because it's actually making a groove right there. Look at the hose. Can't even tell where we did it.
Just amazing.
Yeah, there's one little dark spot right there where we actually burned it. Speaking of which, let's do that.
I mean, did I tell you you're not going to have to baby this finally? So you're going to be able to just get outside and spray down the walkway, water your flowers, do it all and not worry about that hose that just breaks down every season. I found myself, Lou, buying a new hose every single season. I remember one season I had to buy 2 hoses because it didn't even last the entire season. So this is your opportunity to say, I want the best, I want something incredibly durable, and I want that $14.95 nozzle as a gift with my purchase today. I got an update. If you want the 100-foot option, remember everything's on 4 flexible payments, so you get to break your payments up over 4 interest-free credit card payments. Fewer than 400 of you can now get that one home. We are about to hit 15,000 of you that picked up our best buy of the day, but here at HSN, separate from that, we've actually sold 51,000 of the bionic steel hoses just because they truly are a better mousetrap. They truly are better than just maybe the traditional hose that you're already using. So whether you want the 50, the 75, or last call on the 100, you get to break that up over 4 interest-free credit card payments. Everyone is also getting that nozzle included with your purchase. As you tell us what you're about to do, and then we're going to go out to the phones.
So one of the big problems a lot of people have is leaving their hoses outside in the sun. Okay, because the sun will break down the hose over time. It's going to break down the material on the rubber hose. So what we've got here is a heat gun. It's not a blow dryer. I'm going to put the heat gun on here. Now heat guns are used to strip paint. They're used to work on plastic welds, to work on vinyl, all kinds of different things. This isn't putting out a tremendous amount of heat right now, hence the glove I'm wearing. But I want you to see what's going to happen here, because imagine leaving this hose out in the sun, especially if you live someplace like in Arizona or New Mexico, down here in Florida. See the smoke coming off of it? So if I take that away, okay, that burn mark right there wasn't there a minute. Oh, look at that. Look how soft that is. That's a weak point in the hose now. That's going to burst right there. Look at the bionic hose right next to it here. And you can see clearly that hose, even though it might have discolored slightly, it's still in perfect, pristine condition.
Absolutely.
It's still flexible. I can still put water through this. Now, real quick before we go to the phone, I want to show you this, okay? Because some people, it's not about the heat, it's about the cold. This is frozen in a block of ice, this bionic hose, okay? You can take that hose. If you live in Minnesota, Illinois, New York, anywhere like that where it gets cold, you can leave your hose out there in the wintertime. Rubber hoses, you can't do that. They're gonna burst.
Yeah.
With the bionic hose, don't worry about it. Let the water out of it. You can leave it out there all year round.
Year round. And please, I don't want you to think that bionic steel equals heavy. This is so lightweight and easy to take from your backyard to your front yard. Throw it in the RV, take it out to the boat dock, wherever you need it. It's going to be the easiest to use hose that you'll ever own as well. All right, Nancy in Texas, thank you so much for your patience. Welcome into HSN.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Nancy.
Love this hose.
You do? We're so glad. Are you picking it up for the first time, or you already have it?
Oh, I already have it. This is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
I love to hear that.
Why do you love it so much, Nancy?
Well, I'm in my 70s, and I was tired of lugging around the heavy rubber ones, and they would kink all the time, just disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried those expanding pocket hoses, and those things lasted about 2 months and ripped up.
Yep.
Just every time you turn around, there was a hole, and you couldn't fix it. You cannot fix it. So I thought, well, let me try this. I was afraid because it's hot here in Texas, and I thought maybe this is going to be too hot to touch. But it isn't, and I have 3 of them now. I will never have anything else, and I just ordered 2 more of the 100-foots because we have a large property and we have to reach clear to the back. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Then I'm glad you got the 100-foot because I know we're down to our final quantity on that one. Nancy, what's some of your favorite things? Do you use it in the garden? Do you use it for cleaning or your pool? What do you use yours for?
Garden.
Yeah.
Garden.
Oh, good.
We have quite a bit of gardening, and we're going to be raising bees and chickens and everything, and so we need to be able to reach everything, and this is just fantastic.
Perfect for you.
That's awesome.
I would tell anybody to try this. You'll never go back to another kind of hose.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
We agree. Nancy, what a wonderful call. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Nancy.
Absolutely have a wonderful evening. Well, Nancy's not only getting the 100-foot before it's gone, home on Flex for $12 and change. She is also, how perfect for the garden, she is also getting the nozzle. This is a $14.95 value that's coming along with your purchase. Over 15,000 of you just today have picked this up as your best buy of the day. And guys, my favorite thing, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you want to put this head-to-head to the garden hose that's disappointing you time and time again, go for it. If you aren't 100% happy, absolutely send it back for a refund.
Yep. Now, I want to show you something here that's really kind of interesting about these. Here's a standard rubber hose, and you can see we've got about 4 knots in it. There's water going to both of these. We've got about, 12, 13 knots in the bionic hose.
Yeah.
Look at the difference right here, and they're coming off of the exact same spigot. But you can see the rubber hose just has a tiny trickle. So if you've ever pulled out a length of hose, 50 feet, 100 feet, whatever it is, and all of a sudden that water just becomes this. That little trickle there because it got kinked somewhere along the way.
And you're in the middle of doing something.
Doesn't
you
it make it
stop
crazy?
and walk all the way back
Makes
and find
nuts.
that. And
Look
then
at
you
this.
unkink it, and then the water just goes everywhere because you left it. Yeah,
No, not a problem.
The drama with the hose.
Yeah, you don't have that. Now, on the sprayer on this, real quick, here's the jet pattern. I'm going to show you the patterns. There's your jet. There's your shower. There's the flat. Love this for washing the car. There's your center. There's your cone. There's the full. Great for filling up things with a lot of water quickly if you need to. There's the mister, and we're back to the jet. So you're getting all that. But let's talk about how compact these are, okay? We're going to walk over here to the hose reels. And the reason is because if you had a rubber hose, you know how hard they are to work with. You know how they're stubborn. They don't like to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And on a reel like this, it's just a pain. I don't know what's worse, unraveling it or putting it back on.
Yeah.
But that's 100 feet of a rubber hose, and it barely fits on here. And it's heavy and it's clunky.
And do they make them green to camouflage them?
They
Because
kinda
it's
do.
not working.
Not fooling anybody.
It's almost the opposite.
Not fooling anybody.
They really stick out.
Okay, watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take 100 feet of the bionic steel hose. And first of all, it's very simple for me to reel this in. Why? Because that 304 stainless steel is lightweight, but also on the pavement, it doesn't have as much friction as you get from the rubber. The rubber wants to stop. I mean, that's why we put it on door stoppers, the bottom of our shoes and things like that. It wants to grip. But the steel, look at that. It just slides right up there. Now look at this. 100 feet of bionic hose, 100 feet of the rubber hose. That one's barely on there. It looks like just a mess. Look how
Less than
neat that is.
200 of you can get the 100. I'm sorry to interrupt. With everyone on the line, it's almost spoken for. So if 100 feet is the length that you want to be in the ordering process for that.
Now, I'm going to hook up another 100 feet of bionic hose to this. And watch this. Watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to start reeling that in. And look, first of all, 100 feet of a rubber hose wouldn't fit on the reel, but second of all, it would weigh a ton.
You would not be cranking it that fast.
No, I would not be. But look how quickly I can do the bionic hose here. And watch this as it comes all the way up. Now, there's 200 feet of bionic hose. We might have room right there for another 50 feet. Look at that one. Barely fits on there.
Yeah, it's just a smarter hose. It's you saving money season after season because you're not rebuying a hose. It is that incredible stainless steel that is lightweight, easy to transport, isn't gonna freeze, isn't gonna rust, isn't gonna burst, isn't gonna kink. It's more efficient with your water, whatever size you choose. And like I said, if you want the 100 feet, less than 100 of you. If you want the 100 foot, it's almost gone. So hsn.com is gonna be your best bet if you're able to grab that one. It's on 4Flex, so it's $12 and change for that one. You are getting that $14.95 7-setting nozzle with your purchase today. Same is true with the 75 foot. That one is $9 and change on Flex. And then the 50 foot is $7 and change on Flex. 30-day money back guarantee. If you are thinking, oh my gosh, this is my Mother's Day gift. This is my Father's Day gift. Go ahead and grab them, especially if you know mom and dad are gonna want that 100 foot because that one is gonna be spoken for shortly.
All right, now I wanna show you something. First of all, when you're looking at her winding that back and forth, remember I was talking about how there's less friction, so it's easier to work with. The other thing about this is it's lightweight, it's gonna work with the kinks in it. Take a look at the scales I have right here real quick. We've got 100 feet of rubber hose, 100 feet of bionic hose. The rubber hose in 100 foot is 15 pounds. The bionic hose, 100 foot also, same length, 8 pounds. There's a 7-pound difference. So not only is it gonna be lighter, but I want you to see, oh, by the way, we just sold out of the 100-foot lengths. So what you're gonna have to do now is buy two 50s. You can always attach them together. We've also got the 75s as well. Now, take a look what we got going on here. This is 100 feet of bionic hose in both of these. So if you live someplace where maybe you're in an apartment or an RV or a boat, or you just don't have room to carry a hose with you, this is a great solution. Because what other hose? Could you put 100 feet of a rubber hose in a bucket like this? I don't think so. Or maybe you live in an apartment complex or a condo where the homeowners association does not let you have hose reels outside or anything on the walls. The flower pot is a great solution. This is actually what I do at my house too. I've got one in the front, one in the back, and that also is 100 feet of bionic hose that you're looking at right here. So great solutions for somebody that doesn't have the space. Maybe you're one of those people out there that wants more hose. Buy two of the 50s, buy the 75s, because we're out of the 100s now. But those you can always combine any length that you want to make any length of hose you need to. And remember, the thing about the bionic hose is it's that 304 stainless steel. It won't kink, it won't crush, it won't cut. Let's see what Carrie's got inside.
Thank you, Lou. You know what I don't have in everybody? Any more of the 100 feet. That one has been spoken for, but like Lou said, if you want to connect a couple of the 50 feet, you can definitely do that. Remember, they're all available on 4 interest-free credit card payments. Lou, a big thanks to you as we switch gears for something very special that we do here at HSN. HSN's American Dreams is our ongoing search for the next great entrepreneurs. We literally scour the globe to find up-and-coming inventors and the latest unique products, like the Rumi Spice. Now, we are so excited to have this back for you after completely selling out. I want to introduce my very special guest. Her name is Kimberly Jung. Kimberly, come out here. Hi. First of all, the smell.
Amazing.
My mouth is absolutely watering. I am so glad that you are back today. This is such an amazing special spice, one of the most expensive spices, and something that is used in some of the most amazing restaurants, some of the most amazing dishes and drinks around the world. But you are bringing us a saffron that is truly unique. First of all, let's hear about your story. I love it.
Thanks, Carrie. So I was an Army platoon leader. I was deployed in Afghanistan, and we were looking for roadside bombs, and every time we'd find one, a new one would take its place. So we felt like, hey, what can really lay a sustainable foundation for peace? It's going to be through business. So we found out, we went to the heart of Afghanistan, we found this precious spice called saffron. It takes 175 flowers to make 1 gram of saffron. So here at HSN, we have 2 grams for you guys. So it's a very precious spice. It's all hand harvested and hand picked. We're the largest private employer of Afghan women. We hired 1,952 this past year, and we work with over 300 farmers. So this is a spice that is not only, you know, the spices of kings and queens, but is also a spice that's going to fight terrorism.
You are amazing. That is an incredible story, and what a great way for you to help in that as well, while truly taking all of your summer recipes to the next level.
Oh, yes.
Let's talk about some of those recipes and how we're going to use this in our kitchen.
Yeah, so absolutely. One of the things that you know, the plates that people always think about when they think of saffron is paella. So look how beautiful this paella is.
My gosh,
You got all your seafood and your mussels and your shrimp, and you can't have a good paella without saffron. So you need the best saffron. Another one is bouillabaisse. It's a fish soup. And we have here on the hot pan, we have a sauce cooking. So we have some shallots that we've browned. We put a little bit of butter in there, and of course some concentrated saffron, a dash of white wine. And we're gonna add a little bit of heavy cream.
Okay.
Because I love heavy cream and sauce.
Yes. Anywhere, in anything.
So we're gonna give this a little stir, and we're gonna let this simmer down and thicken up. In the meantime, we can talk about some other things.
Well, why is this, and that's something that I said to you before I experienced just the smell and the aroma of this, why is this different than other saffron?
So here we have a comparison between our saffron, which is right here, versus a competitor saffron. So most of the saffron out there is Spanish saffron, not necessarily that it's from Spain, but it's marketed and sold as such.
Okay.
And so as you can see, you know, this one is more orange. It's kind of a cloudy orange, while as the Rumi saffron is a bright yellow color, almost golden.
Yeah.
And you can see almost through it. So it's like tea when you drink it, whereas this one has a different taste. And you can see the fake threads coming out.
And then they're sinking. These are all floating on the top. That's so different.
Yeah, so the ones that are sinking on the bottom and kind of blowing up that look like sea monkeys, those are fake threads. So unfortunately, a lot of the spice industry is like that. You see fake threads or fake parts of things in spices. I mean, you want all real threads, obviously.
So is that why when I use a spice to try to flavor my dish and experience something like I experienced in a 5-star restaurant, I don't get that impact? I don't get that flavor?
That's exactly right. I think the spice trade is just, there's a lot of adulteration going on. If you buy really cheap spices, you have to be very careful. It's probably not real.
And that's why when you go to a restaurant, you just have that amazing explosion of flavor and taste. It's because of the spices. And in the past, and we're so glad to have you here at HSN, in the past, you would have to go to maybe a 5-star restaurant or to maybe the big health food chain that I won't mention to even experience something like this.
Yeah.
But the value that Kimberly is bringing to you today is truly an opportunity, and I speak this opportunity for fewer than 700 of you. That's all we have for you to experience a game changer in your kitchen, truly. Because yes, we talked about the paella, but there's, I mean, your drinks, your martinis, there's so many different. I'm like, can I get you down to the martini area?
So here we have a saffron-infused tequila.
Okay, go on.
So you can't have, I mean, you just need to have some saffron and some nice drinks.
So in a couple
Woo!
of martinis like this, how much saffron would you use in that?
Oh, you just need a couple threads.
Just a couple, that's it.
Saffron is so concentrated, so you just need about 3 or 4 threads per person per dish, or for a drink like this, please have some. Yes.
May I?
Oh, yes, me too.
Oh my gosh, I mean, just the smell. Oh. Oh my gosh.
So saffron's great in drinks, but it's also great in dessert.
Oh,
so
I've been eyeballing these cookies over here. I never would have thought to put saffron in a cookie.
Yeah, so saffron, these are saffron orange cookies.
Okay.
They're a shortbread cookie.
Yeah.
So please try one.
Okay.
I'm gonna have one too.
I mean, just what an interesting take. If you're a baker and you like to have that different kind of take on a traditional maybe shortbread cookie.
Yeah, so good. It's good with orange.
It really is good with orange.
And with cardamom.
Wow, that really packs a punch. I love that. And what is this one?
Oh, this is our saffron ice cream.
Oh my gosh.
With pistachio. So let's have a little taste.
Okay, we're gonna do that as well. Sorry, I put a big piece of cookie in my mouth and I want to eat the rest of it, but I will stop for a second. Free shipping and handling. It's $8 and change on your charge card. We have so many foodies on the line right now that are like, oh my gosh, I absolutely love Rumi Spice. I love that, you know, I've seen this in my favorite one health food store that we all love to go to, but the value here today is truly phenomenal. If you're just joining us in our final couple of moments before this sells out, will you tell us the story behind this again? Because it truly is just so unique and so special in such a way for us all to help out.
So we're a group of military veterans who all served in Afghanistan, and we went back to the heart of Afghanistan, straight to these Afghan farmers, and connecting farmers to business, which is a way to lay a foundation for peace. So this is some of the best saffron in the world. It's directly from Afghan farmers. We have 3 processing centers in Afghanistan, and we have hired over 1,000 Afghan women, 1,952 to be exact. And we work with over 300 farmers. So this saffron is not only extremely high quality and exquisite and hand harvested, it's also going to help combat terrorism and lay a foundation for peace.
Wow. It's just such an amazing spice, because it's just it's not too sweet. There's this small little bit of bitterness to it, and that comes together with the sweetness, and it's just amazing.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's so good. Listen, I got some amazing notes on this. It takes over 100,000 flowers to make 1 kilogram of saffron. Are you kidding me?
That's all. There's only 3 stigmas per flower, so they all have to be hand harvested by our Afghan women.
Elevating any dish. These are the best shortbread cookies I've ever had. We haven't even talked about the pasta. How are we putting it in our pasta? What's that?
It's so simple. So you make a saffron sauce, and you mix it with some rigatoni. Here we have rigatoni with corn. And here's some sauce that we've made for the chicken. So we can pour that over. And
so that was cream, and what else did you put in there?
So there was brown shallots and a dash of white wine and some heavy cream. Let that simmer and thicken.
Oh, I mean, it's just about eating at home and having amazing flavor like you get in the restaurant with an incredible, expensive, the spice of, did you say kings and queens?
Kings and queens and shahs. Cleopatra used to bathe in saffron before her tryst with Julius Caesar.
Oh, it's a little expensive for me to do that, but I'm gonna eat it. Okay, it's free shipping and handling. Yes, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. With everyone on the line, it is very limited right now, so you get to try it in your recipes this summer for $8 and change on your charge card. And when your guests come over and say, what is that flavor? You can tell them the story of the saffron and what Kimberly has done for all of us. Kimberly, thank you so much for being back.
Thank you.
Love having you here. You're an amazing woman. Stay in the ordering process, and let me show you what we still have to come. Are they getting my martini? I'll give the martini up for now. Can we set that to the side, the martini? Thank you. All right, we have, don't you guys love the air fry technology? If you've been eyeing the Philips air fryer in the past, because listen, we love the crispiness and deliciousness of fried foods, whether it's French fries, whether it's chicken wings, whatever it may be, but we don't want the fat and the calories, and we don't want our food dripping with grease, right? Well, this is that air fry technology that allows you to use little, if not no, oil whatsoever. It's a huge customer pick, and today we've taken $100 off of the HSN price. So that is coming up for you in your choice of color in just a little bit. But a great thing to get home, especially for summer when you don't want to be heating up your entire kitchen to heat up the oven. That is going to be your best friend at $100 off this summer. But before we get to that, speaking of eating like you're eating in a 5-star restaurant, but doing that at your dining room table, we have Legal Seafoods finally back for you today. Say a big hello to Robert Berkowitz?
Roger Berkowitz, but close enough.
What did I say?
You must have had that martini, and you had promised me one as well.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Chef Roger is here, and it's so wonderful to have you. We're seeing some images of Legal Seafood for more than 60 years, family-owned company.
Yes.
James Beard Award-winning for your amazing, amazing seafood. And what we have back today is your 8-pack of garlic spinach stuffed salmon, which I am dying to try.
This has actually been, every time we go and we bring the salmon on, the salmon is the most popular item, and people get it and they take it on auto ship. Now, the thing that makes it different is, salmon's a very popular dish. But sometimes it's bland, sometimes it can be too fishy. So what we do is we do flavor tests, blind tasting with all our chefs. This salmon continues to win. It just has the perfect balance of flavor and it melts in your mouth. Salmon is also one of those superfoods. So, you have the great omega-3s. We take it and then we stuff it. We stuff it with a little bit of Monterey Jack cheese. We stuff it with a little bit of spinach, garlic, and some proprietary herbs. And it just sells out. We have something very, very similar. It's the same salmon on the restaurant menu, and it's it really is one of the most popular items that we sell. We cannot take it off.
I'm not going to ask how much one serving would be, but let me tell everybody, you mentioned auto ship. About 40 of you, is that correct, Aaron? About 40 of you can select the auto ship option, which means you get to lock in the $10 price break and have it customized to come to your door every 60 days or as often as you want. But here's the thing, like the chef said, made with salmon, fresh spinach, garlic, Monterey Jack, cheese, onions, cream, and a blend of herbs. Antibiotic and hormone-free, which we love. So quick and easy to repair.
It's pure and it's good for you at the same time.
Should we slice into that?
So, yes, we should. Right now,
so how are we preparing these when we get these home?
Actually, here, let me show you how it comes. It comes frozen individual, just like this.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's very, very convenient. Put it in the freezer. Let's say you're having guests come over. You just take 3 or 4 of them out, put it in a 400 oven for about 15 or 20 minutes. You know what we did? We even put some in the air fryer.
Oh, how...
Take a look at this.
Brilliant.
This has only been in for about 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh, can you see
it's so easy to prepare. The other thing is, and I'm embarrassed to say it because I didn't check the price before we came on. This is actually cheaper than what we sell it for in the restaurant.
Okay.
So,
that's what I'm saying. And if you don't have, the ability, you don't live near this amazing 5-star James Beard award-winning restaurant, then this is your opportunity to get these home. Here's how they come. So you don't have to open up more than you and your family are going to eat.
So please try that.
I would love to. This is actually the first time that I've tried this.
I hope you like it.
Oh my gosh, and I love salmon.
If you like salmon, I'm going to say right here and now, this is probably the finest tasting salmon that you've come in contact with.
It is so fresh tasting.
You know, the thing is, we're in the fish business in addition to the restaurant business. We have our restaurants along the eastern seaboard, but we have a fish processing plant. And so we source directly off the boats. We know the fishermen, we know the farmers, and we just say, hey, you send us the best, we'll blind taste it. If it passes muster, then it goes on the menu. And now we're taking it. HSN asked us to do a special deal to put on the air, and we have done it with the 8-pack and the 16-pack.
Oh my gosh! I mean, for a dinner party, for a random Tuesday night when you want incredible restaurant quality, award-winning, not just salmon. And I love salmon, but I know the kids, have said before, just salmon by itself. I like it to have something with it. I love the blend of cheese and spinach and onions and garlic and herbs. Antibiotic, hormone-free. I like that you just tossed it on a salad.
We just put it on a salad. It's nice and healthy. You have the omega-3s of the salmon. You have the flavor profile of a little bit of garlic and the spinach and the Monterey Jack. Just enough. You have to be careful with salmon. You don't want to overpower it, but this complements it perfectly.
I can't stop eating. Can I show everybody everything that you're getting? Because I want you to see. This is what a Tuesday or a Saturday night looks like in your home if you're having a dinner party or it's just you're getting together with the kids or the grandkids. These are a nice size 7-ounce portion. You get 8 of them, beautifully stuffed and prepared like you traveled to this amazing award-winning restaurant. You have that delivered right to your front door, individually packaged, and you get to experience this all for $13 and change on your charge card. I will say right now, I don't know how we're doing free shipping and handling because you never see that on food. It's expensive to ship food.
Right now, and the other thing is, I mean, you could spend, if you don't live in the Northeast area, you live in Chicago or you live in the West Coast, you could spend thousands of dollars and get a nice hotel room and then come over to the restaurant and eat, or we can send this to you at less than we're charging in the restaurant, which, again, I'm embarrassed to say, but
hey, we'll take it. If you want the auto ship, I just got an update. The majority of you are choosing the auto ship option, and it's well on its way to being spoken for. Needless to say, this is brought in for a small handful at a price so much lower than what you would find in the restaurant. Obviously, this is not something that Chef Robert is able to do tons and tons of, but wow, you just have to get this home and experience why this is an award-winning, incredible, incredible seafood dish. I mean, this is family owned for 60 years. If it's not fresh, it does not have the name.
If it's not fresh, it's not legal.
That's what we say. It's not, okay, this is a large bite, so I'm gonna need you to talk if I'm tasting this. So what have you prepared up here?
So, this is such a versatile, salmon is so versatile, and it takes some flavors very well. Garlic, cheese, and a little bit of spinach. We put it on pasta. We put it on a salad. You can put it on a sandwich. It really is a great tasting product. Again, you can get it in 8 or 16. and I'm blown away by how many people get it on auto ship. But you taste it once, and then all of a sudden it goes. And we have a hard time keeping up with it. That's why we don't have it on all the time.
Absolutely. And let me double check.
At this price.
Robert, do we have, or Aaron, do we have, Roger, excuse me. It's that martini.
It
I'm
was
so
a martini.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Do we still have some over there?
I see it. I've saved one for you. Do we have any of the 16 available? I believe we just have the 8-pack available. We still have a few of the auto ship option available for you as well. This is another one of those amazing dinners that allows you to eat at home and ultimately save money in the end, because if you went out to dinner and bought something like this, how expensive would that be?
You can't find this online, and you can't find it in a retail store, and you can't do what we do, because we go out and we source. We say, okay, I want to have the 10 best salmons that people think that are out there, and we have all our chefs lined up, and we blind taste it. Every single time this wins.
Oh my gosh.
So if you like salmon, and many people do, because we can tell by what people are ordering on the restaurant menu. Yeah. This is something we'll not be disappointed in.
Absolutely. Well, we have a lot of you that are shopping for this right now, and we are down to very limited quantity. We did check. We have some of the 12-pack available, and there's a small handful of those. Otherwise, the 8-pack is available for you. Final quantity on the auto ship, and the auto ship simply means that you get to secure that $10 savings. You get to secure the free shipping and handling, which you never get to see on food. If you want to get it home and try it, here is the way. $13.99 on your charge card. I love these giant bites that he keeps. I think, Roger, I think you're trying to shut me up, because these are very large bites you keep putting on my fork. It's amazing.
You know, this recipe is actually so very, very good. And again, you know, you might find salmon online. You're not going to find this recipe, because this is really what we do for HSN. HSN said, come up with something unique for our viewers, and this is what we came up with.
You know what's amazing? Last call on the auto ship. Chewing quickly. What's amazing is the salmon. It's the freshest, most delicious, flaky salmon. But then the combination of the cheesy, garlicky, spinachy, that is just so delicious together.
And when salmon comes out of the North Atlantic, it has a bit of a fat content to it. And it's that fat content that really marries well with so many different flavors, particularly the cheese and the spinach. And you need a little bit of garlic with it, but it is sublime.
In everything,
This is what we serve at home. We think that this is great. We actually have an air fryer that I actually bought here when I was watching one of the demonstrations. We brought it on there. It works extremely well. I put it on the grill. I have put it in the oven. If you put it in the oven, again, it goes in the freezer, comes like this. You just take it out, goes in a 400 oven for about 15 or 20 minutes. You can put it in the air fryer for about, 7 or 8 minutes. It comes out perfectly well. Again, if you like salmon, you want to be healthy, because the omega-3 is in here, and you like good flavored food, this is a combination you can't be beat. I certainly can't beat it in the restaurants.
Absolutely. You cannot get this value in the restaurants that you're getting today. It's almost completely spoken for. The auto ship option is gone. The single ship option, $13.99 on your charge card with free shipping and handling, and that is almost spoken for as well. Roger, I hate to let you go. I could listen to you talk forever.
I still want that martini.
And you can call me like Karen or Flo, something else. You can do
Thank you, Carrie. No.
All right, Roger, thank you so much. We will see you next time. All right, well, Roger was cooking his amazing salmon that is almost gone with everyone on the line in our #1 selling Philips air fryer. So when it comes to that air fry technology, which is absolutely everywhere now, because we all realize that we can have the taste and texture of fried food without all of the greasiness and the fat, Philips is the name that started it all. We have their #1 selling air fryer at $100 off of the HSN price. Today, it's a huge customer pick. We're even doing free shipping and handling and on that as well. So we're gonna tell you more about that coming up and show you, just the grilled cheese that you're gonna make for your grandkids this summer. I tell you what, it's worth it for just that. But let's talk about something else that I absolutely love. Ever since I was a little kid, I am just the biggest fan of all different types of popcorn. And that's why I'm so glad that we have LaQuay back with us. This is there. Have you guys seen this? This is the collapsible portable microwave popcorn maker. And this is gonna make the most delicious popcorn treats. Stephanie Roberts is here to show you, and I'm just gonna dig my hands right in there.
Yeah, dig right in. I figured you were ready. It'll be a good dessert for your salmon.
Good.
So this is so much fun. This is coming to us from Li Kuei, and this is just one of those fun little gadgets that fits in all of our households. Great gift idea. It comes collapsed like this for easy storage. It pops out, and you are ready to go with popcorn without all the additives. All I do, I like to use about 1/3 of a cup. That gives me, I'd say, a good 2 servings. I put my popcorn down in the bottom, and it's what I'm not adding that is the headline. No oil, no preservatives, no chemicals, no butter, no nothing. Now, if you want to add a little for flavor, go for it, but you don't need it. Put my lid loosely on top.
Okay.
This pops in the microwave for about 2.5 minutes. Depends a little bit on the speed, the wattage of your microwave, but we have found that ours works pretty well here at 2.5, and you're good to go. But when you think about popcorn, there is nothing wrong with popcorn. 3 cups of this, less than 100 calories.
Right.
Great source of fiber. The problem with popcorn is when you make it out of these bags, because look what is inside. Fat.
I don't think we're ever supposed to
chemicals,
look at that.
preservatives. I know, have you ever done this before? Have you ripped one open? Honestly, it's mortifying. So what Li Kuei has done is they want us to eat real food and make it as easy as possible. This is goof-proof popcorn. This is a platinum grade silicone. Honestly, I love the way it collapses and pulls back up. It's just kind of fun. Seems so simple, but it works perfectly every single time. And what's special about the platinum silicone is it is microwave safe. It is not any of the concerns that we have with the plastic getting hot because it is silicone. And the reason it's called platinum is it's actually medical grade. This is like the stuff they make baby bottle nipples out of. So no fear at all about using this with food. But the other thing Li Kuei does that is so much fun, you want to pop it up?
I love how this doesn't take up any space, right?
Pull it out. It's very fun to play with. There's just something very satisfying about playing with this.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this. I have a microwave popcorn maker, and you have to buy these little inserts for it every single time. You use them one time. This, you don't have to buy anything.
Absolutely, this is it.
Okay, these are fabulous. Today, everything is on 4 Flex, but today is the last day that we're doing 4 Flex on everything. So today is your opportunity to save $2 and get it home for $4 and change. This is the perfect summertime snack, right?
Exactly. And here's what I really like about this. You get a recipe book that has some amazingly great ideas on it.
What are you
doing?
We're
making one here called Adventure Movie. Little peanuts, a little bit of honey, put on a little bit of butter, a little sugar, and it's like, have you ever ordered those tins of popcorn as a gift? I know we're getting to gift season with Mother's Day and Father's Day. Read the ingredients on those.
Right. Oh,
they're mortifying.
It's scary.
You know, so you can make your own giftable popcorn. There's some great recipe ideas in the book. Online, again, tons and tons of things to do with popcorn. Control your ingredients. Start with what you want to use and know that it's fresh and natural, but you have to take a bite of that.
Oh my gosh.
I just put 3 little ingredients in and toss it around. Completely elevates this to the most exciting snack ever. So, what do you think?
Okay. The salt and the honey and the peanut butter.
It's amazing.
That was absolutely amazing.
Yep, so you're getting some great ideas from the recipe book. But look, this is as hard as it is. We put 1/3 of a cup in, we set it for 2.5 minutes. See how the lid rises up as the popcorn comes out? And look at that, steaming hot, fresh popcorn, no additives, no chemicals, no preservatives, and every last kernel popped and perfect. No residue, no burn. It is absolutely amazing.
Can I put that in the dishwasher
each and every time? Yes, you most certainly can.
What if I want to put some of the ingredients in there first? Should I wait? Should I always do it after?
Wait, because remember, we just want this to be doing popcorn. You can put a little oil in it if you want it. If you wanted some flavor, no problem there. But things like the caramels, the honeys, the chocolates, we would want to wait on that. I do want to take a minute, though, since we're getting to party season. Again, when you start with these fresh ingredients, you have so many options. So we have done some melted candy discs, and you could do this for a baby shower, cotton candy-looking popcorn. If you've got graduations or school teams or Memorial Day, red, white, and blue, Americana. Again, so many different options when you're starting with fresh popcorn. Make your own popcorn balls.
I grew up on these. My grandmother made
the chemicals out. Don't buy those. They're hard as a rock when you do that. Make them yourself. Get them soft and gooey. Again, you can gift popcorn so easily.
And it takes up no space in your kitchen, and there's no hassle. It's not going to stain or take on the flavor of whatever you put with it.
Exactly.
That is pretty amazing. So you just, how much do you put in there?
I put in 1/3 of a cup. That's 2 servings. There's little lines on the bottom. You can either make 1 or 2.
Oh,
no
you
big
just pour
deal.
it into the line.
Pour
you
it
don't even
right
have to
in.
measure.
No, you sure don't. Lightly put the top on, and then the microwave will take care of the rest of the work. So it's as simple as can be. I like the fact that it gets it right every single time.
Over 3,000 gone. Very busy in the ordering process. $2 off today, and 4 flex just for today means you get to try it for $4.49. I like that it's so simple and easy that you can make it, and then everybody, you get the recipe book included, but everybody can have fun making their own perfect concoction this summer.
I know. What about a Parmesan garlic?
What
fresh
about
cheese,
that?
a little
Yes,
bit of
ma'am.
garlic powder. Again, these are healthy, light snacks. You can make them as simple or as complicated as you want, but know what you're starting with. Don't start with that microwave popcorn that comes out of the bag. This is what we want to keep out of our diets this summer. That is goo. Those are chemicals, those are preservatives, and that isn't what popcorn is all about. Eat the grain, enjoy the health, and make it easy with LaQuay.
You know what's amazing? I think a lot of us think of air pop and think, nah, there's not gonna have any flavor. The recipe book, the things that you're creating, that is so delicious.
It is, even just by itself. It tastes fresh, it tastes pure, and it's easy to do.
We love it. All right, stay in the ordering process for that. I do want to let you know that the amazing salmon from Legal Seafoods has been completely spoken for. Stephanie, that is so good.
No, I'm picking at it.
Thank you all for your calls and orders. Now, we were saying a little while ago, we do have some of the 12-pack garlic spinach stuffed salmon available. In fact, we have 70 of them to be exact. They are on free shipping and handling. But we do have a few of the auto ship available on that as well. So if you missed out on the previous configuration, that one is still available for you. You can jump on hsn.com or call one of our representatives and let them know that that you weren't able to get the 8 count, and they will direct you to the 12 count. All right, so you know what we were cooking that salmon in? The air fryer, and it was crispy and delicious. So I'm thrilled that we have the Philips Turbo Star air fryer that includes a recipe book back for you this afternoon at, listen to this, $100 off of the original HSN price. What is this gonna allow you to do? Well, first of all, you're not gonna have to heat up your oven during the hot summer months, but you are gonna have the most crispy, delicious meals prepared in a fraction of the time using no or very little oil. But Steph, you still get the crispiness.
Oh, look at these wings.
You still get, yes. A lot of us, when we want wings, right? We want that, you know, crispy outside, ooey gooey inside. The air fryer is gonna give you that.
Exactly, and what's the reason you hesitate to order and eat wings? Because you don't want fried food. I get it, but you can still have these chicken wings. You can still get the crispy, crunchy outside. By the way, can you believe how many wings I'm able to pull out of the air fryer? It's got a great capacity. But most importantly, look at that color. Look at that golden brown exterior. And you know, once you save a little fat and calories with the air, not the oil, then we can justify a little bit of blue cheese on there, right? That's what I am
like
thinking.
the way you think.
So the Philips air fryer gives you the crisp and crunch you want from your food without using the oil to get there. It is the whole concept of air frying, but Philips does it different because inside the Philips air fryer is TurboStar, and this is the only air fryer on the market with TurboStar, and it makes a huge difference in how the air circulates around your food. So on the left, when you don't have TurboStar at the bottom of your air fryer, you see how that air just circulates kind of in a circle, right?
Right.
Well, food is three-dimensional. If you're going to get crispy, crunchy on every aspect of your food, you have to have the air going up, down, and all around, or else the food doesn't get crispy.
Right.
So what has happened as we go through kind of the evolution of Philips is the competition, flat on the bottom. Philips actually introduced air fryers here in the U.S. with something called the Starfish. A little bit of a design on the bottom. And then this is the even better TurboStar new model because of the way the circulation goes. So let's be honest here. There's a lot of other air fryers on the market. A lot of them cost a lot less money. You are not getting TurboStar, which means you are not getting your food crisped as well as you could. So that's what we love so much about Philips. So I pulled out my chicken wings. Now I'm gonna pop in chicken breast. This is one of my go-to weeknight meals because I love a crispy chicken, but I'm trying not to eat the fried food. So I dredged it, put a little panko on it. Rather than pan frying it, rather than dipping it in my fryer. I'm just gonna stick it in the air fryer for 10 minutes.
That's the beautiful red. We have the white. We have the purple, which I love. It looks amazing on your kitchen countertop. And we do have the black. And if the black is the option that you want, 60 of you can now get the black. Free shipping and handling and a full $100 off means the moment that you have been waiting for to get the #1 Philips TurboStar home at the best value is right now at under $1 a day. If you are, or your kids or your grandkids are a French fry, chicken finger loving person, just for that.
Exactly.
I mean, you can actually taste the potato. There's no greasiness dripping all over your finger, yet it tastes like you're cheating.
Exactly. You feel like you're cheating because look at the golden brown color. Look at the crunch. You don't miss the oil. In fact, if anything, I now like my food better when it's air fried rather than deep fried because you know that feeling you get from too much oil? It's just kind of thuds in the bottom of your stomach and then you feel it on your fingers. You want to taste the food, taste the chicken, taste the French fries.
Absolutely.
What I really love about the air fryer though is that, you know, you're going to get it because you want the crisp and crunch of the French fries and the chicken wings, but you very quickly realize that you can use this for absolutely everything. So I put my fajita vegetables on the bottom here. I put some skirt steak on top, a little bit of seasoning, no oil. I am about to make fajitas as we closer to the big celebrations here with no added oil. 10 minutes on the air fryer. I have complete time and temperature control so I can set my timer for whatever I need. When my food's done cooking, it automatically shuts off, so I never overcook my food. And I also can adjust the temperature on top. If you're concerned about what to cook things at time and temperature-wise, great little cheat sheet right there on top of the air fryer. And of course, the recipe book has some great ideas too. But we can walk away now, and fajitas are going to cook themselves. So you can walk the dog, you can check the homework, you could actually sit down for a moment.
And how long did you say the fajitas?
10 minutes.
Okay, my oven doesn't heat up in 10 minutes. Does yours? You're getting a recipe book included with your purchase. We have an additional recipe book available, and we'll put the item number up on the screen if we can, if you really want some amazing inspirations. What are those?
Oh, these are
little
cheese rounds, and these are so yummy.
That looks nice.
Look at that.
Yes,
Oh,
and there's
not.
How else would you prepare them? Often in the oven? You don't care for the way that they taste?
Well, let's simulate the oven.
Okay.
This is kind of what happens, right? They go flat because one bottom always sticks, and then the other side kind of falls apart. This is what happens when you do things in the oven. So we know that's not a good solution.
Or you deep fry them and you feel horrible for the rest of the weekend because you did that. This is that perfect in between that gives you the texture and the flavor without all of the guilt and the
Exactly. All right, so let's talk about the grilled cheese too, because I can tell you're in a cheese mood. When I saw Carrie earlier today, the first thing she said was, "You're gonna make me a grilled cheese, aren't you?" I'm calling you out. And the reason you want your grilled cheese is because you know I'm gonna make it for you without tons of butter, but you're gonna get the crisp and the crunch you want in it. When we make grilled cheese, you can brush a little bit of olive oil on the bread. Everything we make, we are doing with a tablespoon or less, because up till now I haven't used any oil. So I'm gonna use just a little bit of a brushing on either side of the bread. I could do it with a mister, I could do it with a flavored oil. You could even use a teensy tiny bit of butter if that's your choice. But the bottom line is, I'm not having to butter both sides of the bread. I'm not having to put butter in the pan. All I do is put it in the air fryer, set my timer for 5 minutes. I'm gonna turn my temperature down just a little bit because I like my bread a little bit on the lighter side, and then I can walk away. I don't have to come back and flip it. I don't have to babysit it. I don't have to worry about it burning on the stove. What sets the Philips air fryer apart is because of that circulation, we can walk away. We don't have to turn the food over. A lot of those other air fryers on the market, you have to turn the food over midway through cooking because it doesn't have the circulation. This is set it and forget it. Philips knows exactly what it's doing with the air fryer, and therefore I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, they brought the technology to America. Nobody does it better than they do. I want to remind everybody that today is the final day to enjoy 4 flexible payments and free shipping. That means for $29.99 on your charge card, you get to try this for 30 days. In the time, less than the time if you're me, that it would take to heat up your oven this summer when it's hot and you don't want to heat up your oven.
No.
You throw everything in. The salmon is going to be crispy and delicious. Your fries are going to be the most amazing fries without all the greasy, drippy oil. I love that you put everything in and you turn a knob and you walk away. So the value is amazing at $100 off. If you would like to save another $10 today, you can of course apply for the HSN card during our show. You can read more about it on hsn.com. If you're approved, you get to take $10 off of your brand new Philips TurboStar air fryer. Also, don't forget when you're in the ordering process, we do offer HSN Protection Plus that protects all of your electronics. This is one of my favorite go-tos. Aren't these amazing? The restaurants are doing right now, and it's so expensive.
Brussels sprouts. They can be so expensive if you buy them out. If you do it at home, it's an hour in the oven. I do not want my oven on for an hour for dinner for 2 or 3 people. It's not necessary. You can just lightly spray these with olive oil and look at the gorgeous color. I laid 2 nice pieces of salmon on top, and I have dinner for 2 to 3 people.
Okay, half of that at a restaurant would be $9 for, and I'm talking about the vegetable. I'm not talking about
absolutely.
the meat.
A side dish? That's a $9 side dish.
Which is now an appetizer. It's the very hot thing to have in a restaurant.
Yes.
You could do that at home.
And think about how they're making it. They're soaking theirs in butter and oil. You know they are. Everything we are cooking is 1 tablespoon or less of oil. This is such a great health choice you make when you air fryer. 1 tablespoon or less. Or this, and black is almost gone. We make sure we get that out there.
Yeah, that makes me feel bad just looking at it. Black is almost gone. The purple is one of our favorites. We have the red, which a lot of us love in our kitchen, and we have some of our white. Choose a color that matches your kitchen, because this is something that is never gonna leave your kitchen countertop.
No, it's out all the time. You can use it every meal. And again, this is where I have really fallen in love with the air fryer, is that it's not just about the fried food. I can put shallots, baby red potatoes in here, some pork tenderloin, bacon wrapped. And again, I'm doing dinner. I don't need to heat up my whole oven for pork tenderloin. This is basically a mini convection oven right here on my counter. Oh, the smells that can come out of this. It's absolutely amazing. I love the look of this pork, and I love the fact that I've got the crispy crunch of the bacon on the outside. Again, dinner is done. Actual time I'm involved, oh, I don't know, 3-4 minutes to load her up.
You throw it all in.
And that's it. You throw it all in, you set it for 15 minutes, and you walk away.
Can that be from frozen, or should we thaw the meats first?
You know what, I do thaw my meat first.
Okay.
I do, because I think that'll help its cooking. You don't want it to cook too fast on one outside and not the inside. Okay. Here's another great weeknight dinner. Wait till you see all the meatballs that you can come out of here. So meatballs from fresh, often that you can find them in your butcher's case, and they're so well made that way. And I like not having them with the preservatives in them. So I grab a couple dozen of those. I'm utilizing the rack, so I'm doubling my capacity here, and I am able to pull out 20 meatballs. Now, do you see that gorgeous, crispy, crunchy brown on top? Usually, you submerge your meatballs in fat on the stove top, fry them up, right? That's the old world way of doing it to get the crisp and crunch. I did this with absolutely no added oil. In 10 minutes, I can cook 2 dozen meatballs. I'm still pulling them out here. And then while the meatballs are cooking, put your water on to boil your pasta, and you have a gourmet menu ready to go.
Should we cut into this one?
You want to cut into the pork? You want to take a look at it?
I do. That
okay, we will cut into it. Let me move this, because this is really hot.
As you took the meatballs out, the double layer, if you want this to be double layer with skewers, we have that attachment available, so ask your representative about that.
Absolutely. I want to show you what cooked off in here, too. This happens with the chicken wings, too. Not only are we not using oil, we are cooking off that fat from the meat. So you're saving calories and fat by not submerging it, and then you're saving even more by cooking it off. All right, let's check out our pork here. Our pork tenderloin, bacon wrapped.
How long was this in the air fryer?
This was in there for 15 minutes. Look at the sheen. Pork dries out so quickly, yet in the air fryer, again, circulating hot air gives me that perfect sear on the outside. My mouth is watering.
Mine is too.
Watching this cut here. I love the way this does pork. Pork chops, pork tenderloin. Again, this is difficult to achieve in the oven. Do it in the air fryer and get the benefits. And anytime I can drain fat off my food, it makes me feel so much better.
But we want the flavor. We want that crispy texture. That's why the world has fallen in love with air fry technology. If you've been thinking, okay, everyone is making an air fryer, which one do I want? You want Philips. It's already a customer pick, and they are the name that brought it here to America. They have a technology that's their own. I love that you can just throw everything in, turn that knob, and walk away, go bathe the kids, do what you have to do.
Baked chicken breasts done in 15 minutes. I didn't have to do anything except that I got that crisp and crunch on the outside, the gooey chicken in the middle. And maybe it's a night where you're just having friends over to watch a game and you just want to throw in some appetizers. Taquitos, again, done in the oven. I won't smash it down and flatten it for you again, but that's what happens in the oven. Half of it goes flat, everything everything oozes all over. You do them in the air fryer, you get that crispy, crunchy brown along the outside.
Look, they're not dripping with grease.
And inside they are so yummy and good.
You can feel better about eating them.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with some chicken and refried beans. The problem with all of these foods is when you submerge them in oil, obviously they're not as good for you. So it's all in how you prepare them. But you're not giving up the results. You are still getting the crisp and the crunch.
Crispiness, whether it's the meatballs, the French fries, the taquitos, a full dinner, and we'll continue to show you some more of those. You get that amazing crispiness while it's juicy on the inside. Here, I can't talk when you do that.
There's your grilled cheese.
Remember, you're getting a cookbook included. If you want the additional recipe book with your purchase, we're down to about 90 of those remaining.
Look at the color of the bread. Look at the golden brown. This is without any butter.
It's cooked to perfection. I never can make a grilled cheese to perfection.
Exactly. You flip it back and forth and 6 times. Remember what we did? We walked away.
Yeah.
We walked away. This is what TurboStar does. The perfect air circulation makes every inch of every bite of your food crispy, crunchy, and golden brown without oil. The other air fryers in the market don't have that kind of circulation.
That's the
thing. Our grilled cheese would have been brown on one side and white on the other, and the cheese wouldn't have melted evenly. TurboStar makes a difference. You want your food to circulate in that hot air.
I tell you what, this summer when it's hot and you don't want to crank up your oven, maybe you like to, tailgate, or you're going somewhere and you want to be able to just pop everything in. You just get home from a hard day of work and you want to be able to throw your ingredients in and walk away. That's what this customer pick is going to do for you. Final call if you want the black. We were showing you on your screen, over 6,000 of you have said yes to $100 off. Plus those, it's on 5 Flex. I've been saying 4. Please forgive me. 5 Flex of $29.99. Even free shipping and handling is another $15 savings for you tonight.
Look at my chicken. Crispy and crunchy, not one drop of oil. If you crave the crunch, you can have it. What a great, light, healthy summer meal that you can feel good about.
Yes, you get the cookbook included, or the recipe book. If you want that additional recipe book, we're down to final quantity on that, as we are on the black one. You have the purple, the red, and the white available for you as well. This will be so fun in your kitchen this summer for sure. Steph, thank you so much.
Great to be here.
As always, see, we haven't even gotten to the fajitas that cooked in like 10 minutes while we were chatting.
10 minutes. We didn't do a thing.
552714 is your item number. Stay in the ordering process. You're going to love the #1 name in air fry technology, and it's yours for such a fantastic value. Thank you. It's time for some fajitas here at HSN. Stick around. We've got more shopping coming up for you next. Bye, everyone.
It's the Monday Night Show with Adam Freeman.